I'd like to share a little story that just happened this morning. I had gone to sleep last night at around 4 o'clock, not realizing it was 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I had to wake up at around 8, just before 8 o'clock to drop my sister off at school, which turns out I didn't have to, but that's another story. So I woke up at around 7:30, and I was really tired. When I'm tired, I'm a little irritable, a little grumpy, a little cranky. Kind of don't want to buy or talk to people who are soliciting products, soliciting services, soliciting religions, soliciting pets, soliciting anything. Go away. 10 o'clock this morning, 10 o'clock a.m. I had gone back to sleep at around 9 to take an hour nap because I was exhausted. And I was woken up by the doorbell ringing a full floor downstairs from me. This normally doesn't happen. The only reason it happened was because I was not in deep enough sleep to ignore the doorbell. I went downstairs from my bedroom in pajamas, looking like a mess, looking like just disgusting. There was a company, there's a couple of people who were paving a neighbor's driveway, and I used the term neighbor loosely because they were like maybe halfway down the street. This gentleman is standing at the door when I look out the window to see just who on earth it is that is ringing my doorbell, because I wasn't supposed to meet up with any friends or anything at that time. It was a little early for that. I was a little surprised to see a fully grown adult standing at the door on Wednesday afternoon / morning at 10 o'clock. He saw me too, so he saw the mess that was my hair. He saw the redness that was my eyes, and he saw the just lack of contentness that was my facial expression. When I opened the door for this man, I don't even remember hearing what he said. I was so tired. I do remember him handing me a card, and I could discern that he wanted to know if I needed him to pave my driveway. Now, I must clarify something. I am not even remotely close to being the person who is on the deed for this house. I am not the primary homeowner. I don't make payments, I just live here. So he was looking at me like he expected me to say something. I didn't want to say anything because it should have been quite apparent to even the most mentally deficient adult that they had to walk across a perfectly paved driveway to reach the pathway to my house to hand me this business card to tell me that they were paving my neighbor's driveway and to ask me if we needed their services. Now, I assume that being employed and not blind, you have 2 functioning eyes. I know you're not blind. I know you had to look at the floor as you were approaching this house. So you shouldn't have been surprised to hear me say, go away. Granted, that's not the nicest thing to say to someone who is just asking you a question, regardless of how stupid it is. But I only had 4 hours of sleep, and then I was interrupted from getting more. I was tired. I was cranky. I don't feel apologetic whatsoever. You know, maybe ripping his business card wasn't necessary. Maybe it was just a little over the top, but I needed to make a point, and I was too fatigued to make that point with words. So I just did it with an action. Point of the story is, don't solicit things to this house.